You guys made 16 threes tonight. That's second most in program history. What was clicking for you guys on the offensive end?
We just come in every day and we get up extra shots. We stay after practice. We come before. So those 15 threes tonight were just to attest to that, to our hard work and dedication after practice to continue to shoot.
And it's a test to us just trusting our teammates. I mean, in practice, we just move the ball, and we just have unbelievable confidence in each of us to knock down shots.
Can you guys talk about how you handle things so far this season?
We just take one game at a time. And every game is our next game is the most important game because it is our next game. And that's how we approach every game, every day. And we take the same approach from every game to the next game. So we treat all of our opponents with the utmost respect because anybody can get beaten on any given night. So,
and it all starts with the preparation. I just feel like in practice, we just had an elevated sense of importance of getting better. So I feel like just connecting every day, getting better, and just staying focused.
Follow-up for me would be how do you guys build off that win from Dayton and then come into today's game and then build off of that?
We use Dayton as a momentum, and we just carry that over to this game, and we're just going to keep it rolling. And like I said, we're going to treat every game like it is, the most important game of the season because it is our next game. So we're just going to continue to do that throughout the season and just keep it rolling.
Just really happy to see our guys play 40 minutes of LaSalle basketball. We've been struggling to score lately. I think, the semester ending and our guys having more time to come in the gym and get shots up with the coaches is starting to pay dividends for our team. When you come back and, with the pandemic, guys had class and, just all these different gym regulations. I didn't feel like we were able to get, a routine down where our guys were able to come in and get up extra shots. I think that's helping our shooting. And we just got to keep getting better, man. Keep getting better.
Hey, ask the first question. Michael? Coach, the offense today, I believe, I double checked on this and it looks like the 89 points is the most the team has scored, in your tenure. And also it's the first time in over 2 years that an opponent has scored more than 80 points against Fordham. Just talk about how the offense has really clicked, especially since the second half of the Dayton game.
Well, I think, we have talented guys that just really needed to find themselves. And I think the main component to them finding themselves is just being unselfish and making the extra pass. So, you look at it, we had 24 assists, 12 turnovers. I know that's probably our high in assists, right? So the ball was moving, guys were making the extra pass, finding the open man. And when you're finding an open man and guys are getting quality looks, I think we have good enough shooters that if they get open shots, they'll make them. So, I think, much of it was just the willingness to make the extra pass. The other part of it is, just the confidence that they've been able to establish over the last couple of weeks since the semester has ended. And our guys have been able to just get extra reps in the gym to work on their shooting.
And the defense, I know you like to talk about how the defense, leads to the offense. And one play I thought, early in the game that was a tone setter was super early in the game after Dave Beatty made the opening three and they couldn't even inbound the ball. And, you get that timeout early. What does this team's defensive intensity do to carry over to the offensive end?
Well, we have stretches where, defensively we create turnovers, we get out in transition, we get some easy baskets. And, for the most part, we've been relying on having those runs to generate our offense because our half court offense is still a work in progress. So, We always want to, use our defense to create offense. We believe that, when you create turnovers and you get stops and you get out in transition, gives us the best opportunity to get, high quality shots. So, that's our very first concept on the offensive end is, turning our defense into offense.
The three-point shooting, I believe coming into the day, you were second in the A10 at shooting it at 38%. And then today you shoot 16 of 32. How has this team been able to improve so much from beyond the arc, this year with a lot of the same players, a couple more pieces, but it's a lot of the same players. Just what has went into that improvement? And is that something that you expect to carry over throughout the rest of the season?
Early in the year, we devoted a lot of time on our defense and not as much on our offense. And I think it showed early in the year. And now that we feel like our defense is getting to almost to where we wanted, it's not there yet, but our defense is certainly ahead of our offense. So these last couple of weeks, we've really been focusing on just getting our guys extra time and practice on shooting and getting reps. And, like I said to Michael, early in the year when we first got back to campus, there wasn't a lot of time available to our players to get extra shots up because of our COVID restrictions, right? So, now that there's no class, there's extra time for our guys to get in the gym, and our guys have been getting with the coaches, and the assistant coaches have done a great job of, just getting with our guys, keeping them in a good rhythm, keeping them in a good space. And now I think we're seeing the benefits of it with our guys coming in, and especially at home, having a good shooting night like we did today.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Yeah.
Austin, any questions?
Yeah, I got two. Ash, I forget whether it was 16-2 or 18-2 in the Dayton game. From that point to now, what switched with your team? Because since that point, you guys have looked like a pretty good team.
Well, I think we're a very inexperienced team. I think we're a team that is still gelling. If you look at, Jack Clark, Clifton Moore, Anwar Gill, Jameer Brickus, like none of those guys have played, right? So, and all those guys play significant minutes for us, right? So, you had an opportunity to play a couple of games and guys, get their feet underneath them. We started the season, Anwar Gill was out, our first 2.5 games with an injury. Then Sharif Kenny goes down for a couple of games. Jared Kimbrough was out. Clifton Moore was out. So it's like we were still trying to figure it out and playing games without key pieces. So now I think the team is coming together. I think our guys are starting to believe in each other more because they are having, more opportunities just to develop that chemistry on the floor. And I think, it takes time to build team chemistry. And, I hope, we can just continue to build off of, the game today. And, we head into this week and just keep getting better to see how good this team can be by the end.
And that brings up my second question. You mentioned keep getting better. We talked to Scott earlier. He said keep getting better. I mean, how do you get better after a performance like today?
Well, I mean, you stay focused on getting better. You have the humility to know that there's still a lot to improve upon, right? And our league is a great league and great coaches, great players. So we have to maintain, that humility, even when we have a game today where we shoot it well, just knowing and understanding that it doesn't get any easier now. Teams are going to prepare to take away our threes. Teams are going to prepare to figure out ways to stop us. So if we get too caught up in, making shots in this game and don't come to practice with the right focus to continue to improve and get better, then, it'll be a different conversation the next game.
All right. Thanks, Ash. Happy New Year.
Thanks. Same to you.
David, questions for Coach?
Hey, Coach, got two questions for you. You talk about building off, as we know, there are certain games where teams build off the momentum from, especially winning a game at Dayton the way you guys did, and now you come in today. Can you just talk about how you're going to build off those two games going into your battle with St. Louis?
just stay focused on getting better. We'll do a good job preparing the guys for St. Louis. St. Louis is a tough team. I believe they, picked to win our league, either number 1 or number 2, talented group, experienced group. So, it's a great challenge for us, and we're looking forward to it. But we just got to keep getting better, man. It's gonna be a battle all the way through Atlantic 10 play, and there's some teams that they reached their peak in January and February. We don't want to be that team. We want to just stay focused on continuing to get better, and let's see how good this team can be by the end. Individually, all of our players have a lot of room for improvement. We still have a lot of room for improvement as a team. So we're just going to stay focused on getting better.
And my final one for you, as you've seen this year of college basketball, a lot of teams had to put their program on pause. What does it mean to you to be one of the few programs that have been able to play every game so far this season?
Nervous wreck that I don't want to have to go on a pause, because I believe honestly that the fact that we've been able to just keep going and sustain and keep working and keep building, that's given us the ability to continue to improve. And I give all credit to our players, man, to our players' families. Those guys have been unbelievably disciplined. They've made the ultimate sacrifice. I'm talking about 18, 19, 20-year-old kids that just to just do what we ask them to do. Come to practice, work hard, go back to your room, eat, stay within, our own little bubble here. Don't venture out. I mean, we're smack dab in the middle of the city of Philadelphia now. These guys could find something to do if they wanted to, and they're doing what we ask them to do. So, I'm so grateful for them. And you know what, when you make those sacrifices, then, part of having games like today is, you're rewarded because of the sacrifices that you make. So just proud of those guys for that. And, I'm knocking on wood every day that we can keep it going.